Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. And we are going to get further into the mechanisms reactors, their advanced mod. We need those plutonium pellets. And I was a little busy between episodes, and I figured out some things. So one of the first things is I went ahead and figured out how to use these logic adapters. I have this one set to if there's insufficient fuel or not enough fuel for this to run, and so I don't get a meltdown or anything. What it's going to do is come up here and activate this observer, and when it's active, it's going to be shutting it off. And this one is actually set to damage critical. If this is being damaged and it's critical, I don't want it to explode. So what's going to happen is it's going to send its redstone signal here, activate the piston. The observer's going to sense it, send the signal back into it, turn it off. That's the thought anyways. I don't know if it's actually going to work or not, but we're going to be careful. And I've also got a few things set up. I have yellow cake uranium being chemical oxidized into uranium oxide. And then I have fluorite being mixed with sulfuric acid into hydrofluoric acid. And both of those are being mixed here to make the uranium hexafluoride. So I also have uranium being constantly made into yellow cake uranium, and another one that's using yellow cake uranium into the uranium oxide, because even between those, they have max speed upgrades, cannot keep up with the hydrogen fluoride in the production of this. I could slow this down because it does use, like, when it kicks on, it's like 200 and something thousand FE per tick. So it does burn a lot. Though, if we look in our ME system, it is building up quite rapidly. So we're at 3,500 buckets. Once it gets to 32,000 buckets, it's going to stop anyways, and everything else is going to backlog. Kind of the way I finally built up everything for like this sulfur trioxide. Oh, this is going down. The sulfur dioxide. Oh, it's because we're making sulfuric acid. Oh, it's being burnt pretty quick too. Ooh, maybe I should slow things down. Let's do one more. Yeah, there we go. We'll do half speed. Everything will start building up, and the sulfuric acid won't be burnt up quite as fast, especially once it builds up its backlog. Yeah, uranium oxide is finally building up. And this is the hydrofluoric acid. There's no telling what else we can use it for. I just need to start building. I just don't have resource capabilities to fully peg everything out, unfortunately. I can't wait to get to that point. And this uranium one's not going to keep up much longer either. I'm actually using... Oop, too far. What the crap? Why'd this get set there? I must not have been paying attention. Blocked myself out of my own room. Oh, where's my axe? There's Bone Splitter. Alright, well, anyways, back to what I was explaining here. So I'm actually using my essence, and I had like 80,000 just a bit ago, and I've dropped down to 19,000. And if we go down below, can't go down below here. Can I drop down here? Yeah, here we go. So I have it pulling the essence back out of the system, coming in here, being converted into uranium, then being pushed back into here. And this is actually the only ingots version that I have that's being pushed into here, but I only let it max out at 2,000. I don't want it to just burn it all up instantly, you know. I wouldn't mind still being able to get a surplus of this. And basically this is being sent out, and these villagers in our quest, we actually have a few to accept now, Because we're getting close to getting fissile fuels. Ooh, advanced loot box. Ooh, advanced tier upgrade. That would be from an advanced loot box. Oh, and there's uranium seeds. I just made so many of those. Another advanced tier. Uranium. It knows I'll need it, don't it? Ooh, steel block. Awesome. So, if we look here, so now we need an isotopic centrifuge. Oh, wow. Which we can run our uranium hexafluoride in and create fissile fuels. Okay. Oh, yeah, we should have everything for that. Let's see here. Right there. Let's add that to our patterns, just in case I want to make more. Next, start. And I also have the system creating like 10,000 uranium right now. Oh, something's backlogged. Ah. I'm gonna have to fix the purple one in here. It keeps getting fed into there. Alright, so I believe I got a few things straightened out and everything, got it fixed. And so I should be able to make it just fine now. That was such a pain. But it was a pain that I brought onto myself. There we go. We have the isotopic centrifuge now. Oop, one more. And this I kind of have down here also. This pickaxe is so fast. Do I want it in the wall? I can see through it. I might have it come in front of the wall. Go in front of the wall. Yeah, I like that. Kind of like that. And then I can have just the blocks behind it still. And have the pipes and stuff come out to it. I like that. So basically we need to pump. Let's look at the quest again. So we need to pump. Oh, just the uranium hexafluoride into it. Okay. And then we need to have power come in the back. We still need to craft more power cables. Start. This shouldn't run into any more issues. There it goes. It's going through and making them much faster now. I'm also not allowing them to share the same machine either, and that helps a lot. Power to you. We can't tie into you. We'll have to tie into you, right? How many are you using? 4 of 8. So applied energistics. We need more blue cables. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna put it back still. Yeah, I'm gonna put it back 1. And I can go like this, and like this, and like this. The phantom membrane came from. I wonder. Oh, they. All right, so we need a import bus and an export bus. And we're gonna need some speed upgrades. There we go. Will that count that? I don't think it will. It's cubbyized. All right, so I need to get a dropper. Because we need the uranium hexafluoride. And we're going to export that into here. Whatever. Oops. And then we're getting fissile fuels now. Awesome. Let's go upstairs. And we need another chemical storage. Nice. We're getting a bunch of these. These are all just mechanism gases. Isn't that crazy? Alright, so we have all that sorted. And it should be automatically importing it into our system now. I honestly don't want this to go too fast, so I'm probably not going to upgrade it too much with speed upgrades, but I am going to have to add some... Oops, I did not want to do that. Awesome. So it should be pulling it out immediately. Nice. It's gonna break it, isn't it? I don't want it to break it. And it's hollow out back. There we go. Bam. There we go. We got that fixed. Alright, and back to mechanism. Awesome. I went ahead and only gave it like half the speed upgrades. So we should be getting fissile fuels pretty rapidly, actually. Nice. How are we doing on the uranium hexafluoride? We are building a surplus of it still. Nice. Awesome. Is this still getting pumped? Oh, nope. It's completely ran out of uranium. I'm going to have to build some more mist agriculture seeds because that's what I have it doing, as I showed you earlier. Getting pulled in by that. So now we need to set this up to where we're not going to put it in just yet, but we do need to start setting up export some of these to export different things. Like that's importing water there. We want one to export like nuclear waste. Oh, let's get this. We have more advanced tiers. They keep giving us a bunch of those. Alright, so may not need you or you at the moment. Alright, so there's another thing we need to go ahead and make, and we need a way to store that nuclear waste also. So we're going to send it to these radioactive waste barrels. We're gonna make a bunch of them. Oh, we need steel essence. Can we make 10? Nope. Can we make 1? Or 5? Alright, so I need to figure out what's going up with my steel essence production, and I will be right back. I have fixed that issue now. It's always an issue, and never a solution. I should be able to do it, and I didn't have any steel essence production like I thought. I guess I'd made the seed, yet I never set it up. I didn't even have a spot on here for steel essence, so I'm not even sure how I was using it, but I am getting it quite fast now. I have it out there on the whole Insanium farm, wherever it's at. It's in one of the directions. Oh, it's that direction. I just saw the cane. In that farm, I have it set up in a little 3x3 for itself, so it's 9 seeds being set up right now. Alright, bam. And we'll need some pipes. Let's craft another 10 of you. And one of the things I actually took off, which I didn't think I was going to, it's the netherite essence. I've got 3.2 million netherite essence, and it only takes 8 to make an ingot. That's a lot of ingots. And I really don't use that much netherite. Alright, let's go downstairs, set up some of these waste barrels. I'm not sure how we're going to utilize them too much, because I don't know if I can send that into my system or not. Or if I can send it into a storage tank. I want to do that too. I should have an extra one floating around. There we go. We're going to send it out the back over here. And hopefully it doesn't make a radioactive spill. That would be sad. Yeah, I knew it was going to double click. Shouldn't be pulling anything just yet. There we go. I think... Oh. These things may not be able to be hooked to it. Do I have to use mechanisms pipes? I mean, that's not a problem. I can definitely do that. Okay, so after doing a lot more research, I have figured a few things out. I went ahead and wired in a few things so you didn't have to watch me do all that. So, to change these ports, all you have to do is take your configurator and shift right click on it and it changes it. Like that's going to output coolant now. Now it's input only. Now it's going to output waste. Well, this is the one I want my waste to come out of, and it can only be taken with a pressurized tube. So I'm going to pull it out with a pressurized tube. I'm going to send it straight into the isotopic centrifuge. And there's a particular reason why I want to do that. It's because that's going to make plutonium pellets. To get plutonium, because you need to turn the nuclear waste into plutonium. And that's what the isotopic centrifuge is going to do while being powered. And then from there, we mix it with water and fluorite dust, and that's how we get the plutonium pellets. And another byproduct is spent nuclear waste. And that is something that's dangerous to deal with. And I don't want to make my whole place like hyper radioactive. And so I kind of maybe overdone it a little bit. And I found about the only safe way to really store it, other than trying to send it into some way to do it with the AE system, which I do want to learn how to do that, because it sounds a little more safe to do this, but it's very difficult and, you know, not clear of what to do. So these do eventually dissipate it or break it down. And so I have 100 of these radioactive waste barrels here to eventually go in. And if I notice that they're getting close to full, what I'm going to do is come in and add even more. And if it keeps getting filled up, then I'm going to turn it off for a while, because by then I should have a few plutonium pellets. And from there, then I can just let it dissipate when it gets empty, and I can turn it back on then. So I had to do a similar thing as that with the steam, so the coolant. So this is set to output coolant, or the hot coolant. And I'm just going to trash it for now, just so we can start it. And I may build the turbine just to add on, but supposedly it does not produce a lot of power compared to what we're going to be getting into whenever we get into the polonium pellets and the plutonium pellets and making a fusion reactor instead of a fission reactor. And another thing that I updated real quick, and we may have to change this up. I'm not sure if this is going to supply enough water or coolant, but we will definitely find out. This is a small one. I'm thinking it should be fine. A lot of the ones I was looking at online, they were all massive, like the max 18 by 18. So I went ahead and set up all 5 of these, each one with like high temperature, excess waste, critical, and everything. And whenever any of those are active, it's going to send a signal into these redstone transmitters. These are wireless with RF tools utility, and then it's going. What I have it doing is coming down here to this receiver. The 4 outside ones are coming to this receiver and sending a power because there's not enough fuel. I mean, that one's already active, which is good. That means it's coming over here, and I'm inverting the signal with like just a little basic inverter, and from there it's not feeding a signal into this one. This one's on channel 2 going to the center one, and this one's activated only when powered, so it's only going to be on whenever there's a signal coming into this one. So if anything goes wrong, it sends a signal saying hey, and it turns it off with the use of a power inverter. Ooh, that's a lot of words. I have all this powered. Everything should be good. Oh, let's have this automatically output. Ooh, I about messed up. Let's auto eject on. Good. Can't eject. Good. Wait, that's fluids. It can't eject. Okay, items. Can't eject. That's fine. So I have the items on here being output toward the top also. And the fluids are being, or is it gas? The gases are output to the front also. Alright, and this one, side config, gases, auto ejects on. Okay, good. Whew. If I mess this up, at least the lower half of my base is gone. That's from what I'm hearing. Oh, okay, so make sure I have all the speed upgrades in these. Import bus that's going into my system. I just want to make sure nothing gets backlogged on this. It would be okay if it runs out of the fissile fuels. This one, not sure exactly how much it's producing, but it's producing probably like 16. Ooh, this is scary. I'm gonna have to set this to 1, but we're gonna. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, it should be start. Oh, it just kicked on. The temperature is going up. Nothing. Okay, so it is burning the fuel. Okay, slowly filling up there. Ooh, nothing's overfilling. Good, good, good. That's good to see. That's good to see. There's some steam coming in that one. Okay, so I put 3 on here just to make sure we didn't build up too much pressure and get an explosion still. Oh, this is slowly building up nuclear waste, and this is slowly feeding in plutonium. Oh, cool. So it gets to 12, makes a little bit. Awesome. So if we go to the pressurized reaction chamber, is it going to say how much? Is it 1,000? That would make sense. That's so cool. It just flickers. It's scary though. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add the speed upgrades to this just so it keeps it sped up or filled in. We don't need extended activation cards. Okay, so we always have fuel, which is good. And so right now we're burning at 0.1 millibuckets per tick. This is just being safe. I want to see if I can't increase it a little bit, like to a solid 1. So we're burning 1 millibucket a tick now. Oh, this is running more. Cool. Oh, this is scary. So I want to keep the temperature below like 1200. I just don't know if it's K's or which one of these it's supposed to be. We'll leave it on Kelvins. Let's try 10. I hope it doesn't go bad. I'm hoping. Our goal is to keep it below about 1200 K. That's kind of what I want to make sure happens. Because I don't want to blow up. Dissipated. Oh, I keep changing it. Max burn rate. Oh, is 2 millibuckets per tick. Oh, that might be just based on my first one. So I bet if I do any more, it won't increase any. Still, will it? Okay, so I'd have to make a bigger one in order to get it to... Ooh, see right there. Okay, we're filling back up. See, good thing I'm paying attention. Our coolant levels got way down. Alright, so we're slowly just gonna... Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, we're slowly building up plutonium. Do we have any in our system yet? No, we don't. And what are we gonna get for this? Ooh, ultimate universal cable. Nice. And we're gonna go ahead and get this. We're gonna have to build a bigger one now, but we're also gonna get better in production. That's for sure. We're gonna have a smart switch right there. On the off chance, if I click this, it should turn it off. There we go. Yeah, see, we can turn it off by doing that. Okay, okay. So we are slowly building liquids in there at a 2 burn rate. We are burning at 2 millibuckets per tick. Oh, wow. Oh, we're close to making our first plutonium pellet. Oh, so you see, plutonium will not decay inside of a radioactive waste barrel. Okay. Oh, neither will... Okay, that's good to know. We're so close to getting one. So what I've done over here is I added another fluid pipe to it sort of almost doubles it. Oh, it's almost done. It's ready. 97, 98. We're getting our first plutonium pellet, and it should immediately get sucked into our system. Boom. It's working on it. Bam. There's our first plutonium pellet, and it got sucked into our system. Nice. It's not polonium. It is plutonium. Oh boy, we needed that for getting red matter. Ooh, got steel ingots. We're gonna throw that in our system so we don't lose it. Alright, so we started successfully our fission reactor, and basically it's a glorified boiler. slash steam maker. But, you know, we're trashing that part of it right now. And I will probably look at getting the turbine built. Is it going down? It looks like it's going down. This is dangerous. That's also why back there I put a lever on it. So if I just wanted to forcefully turn it off if I got scared or if I'm going to be away for a minute and I don't want it to run while I'm not paying attention, then I can just go over there and flick the lever and it turns it all off. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and y'all have a great day. Bye!